Well, now we have another special guest. I'm really excited about this one. We've had a CFO woman speak to us. We've had a CSO woman speak to us. And now we're going to have an FDM woman speak to us. And they call her a Field Development Manager. That's her title at Ambit, Field Development Manager, FDM. I think it stands for Fantastic Diva for Marketing Consultants. And you're going to love her. If you don't know her yet, you're going to get to know her. Her name's Sarah Isom. Yeah. She's just been with the company for under 2 years, but she has gained this dynamic reputation for understanding consultants. Would you agree with me? And she helps them reach their greatest potential. She is our link, ladies. I don't even want to go to Chris Chambliss. I mean, or Daryl Starkweather. I want to go to her. She's our link between us and corporate office. And she's a woman and we're a woman, so that works good. With her background in hospitality and field sales, she uses this unique perspective to drive the performance in us and consistency throughout all business presentations. She manages the BP assessment evaluations, coordinates the special awards, recognition and field communications, and provides consultants that follow-up training to strengthen their skills. Did you notice that corporate gives all these women so many jobs to do? Did you when I read the list of Lori and then what she does and now what Sarah does? So you're going to recognize her as Sarah, the FDM, from her appearance with field leaders Eric and Daryl. But please help me welcome our fantastic diva, Sarah Isom.
Since we found out that anything could happen, 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 anything could happen.
Hi everybody. How are y'all doing today? Y'all staying awake? Yeah. Alright, good deal. So, first off, when Esther asked me to come and speak with you guys, I was so humbled. I was like, what could I tell a group of 500 women to inspire all of them and to get you guys all start thinking about how to take your business all to the next level and just kind of how to bring it all back around as being women and, you know, what we all do together. So, a couple weeks ago, I was watching a 2020 special with Diane Sawyer. And it was about a amazing woman. I don't know if any of you watch Good Morning America, but her name is Robin Roberts. Yeah, that's my favorite show. I watch it every morning before I get ready to go to work. It's in my bathroom while I drink my coffee, and I absolutely love her. So if you are familiar with her, you do know that she has battled cancer twice. She's recovered from breast cancer, and she was diagnosed in 2007. This past year, she was diagnosed with MDS, and it's myelodysplastic syndrome. It's actually kind of pre-leukemia. It's a disorder that actually goes in and attacks the bone marrow in your body, in your blood, and it prevents your body from healing infections. So, the treatment for this horrific disease is tremendous rounds of chemotherapy, and then along with a bone marrow transplant as well. So the doctors, what they do is they come in and they test you. They start testing family members first, then they test your siblings, and only 30% of your siblings are actually proven to be a perfect match for you. So her oldest sister, Sally Ann, was her perfect match. So she was her next, her key to life, her next step. So they did all the procedures, went through all the testings and all that, and proved that she was her match. So she became her donor. In June of 2012, Robin announced her diagnosis on Good Morning America to all of America, and then she spent the next 30 days in isolation in September when she's admitted to the hospital. This documentary, if you guys get a chance to take a look at it, it takes you from step one all the way, she's still fighting. So step umpteen a million. But if you get a chance, just take a look at it on the internet. It's so touching, so moving. Also throughout that, this past summer, her mother passed from a stroke. So while she's battling cancer for the second time, she has to deal with losing her mother. And part of her recovery was actually taking a trip back to Louisiana, going into her mother's house and grieving for the first time with her sister. She was actually there when her mother passed and was holding her hand when she took her last breath. And I'm watching this actually at work, you guys. I'm like bawling, crying with headphones on and crying. And it's amazing what all this woman has endured through her life. And she said a quote that really hit home to me. I'm just tremendously close with my mother, so I know that going through something like that one day will just take me, I can't even imagine. But she said, no matter if you're 2 or if you're 52, you always want your mommy when you're sick. And I know that everybody can relate to that, and that also just brought tears to my eyes. So before Robin actually went off of the air, she wanted to give everyone a kind of like a remembrance of her, excuse me, and wanted to give her friends and family something that they would have to remember her by, and to actually pray for her and show that they were supporting her throughout her journey while she beats MDS. So she created this bracelet that I have on today, and it's called the Power of Protection Bracelet, so you guys can all see. And I want to read this prayer to you. And it goes like this. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is. So, this bracelet, the bright colors on it symbolize actually the rebirth of what she's going to have to go overcome and go after her transplant. And her initials are on this bracelet, RRR, for Robin Renee Roberts. And then there's 4 letters on the bracelet as well. And it says light, love, power, and presence. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. When I watched that, it hit me. I was sitting there and I'm like, that's just the most amazing message that you can give to a group of people, not only women. So I think we can all take and use those 4 principles in our life, our business, and our relationships. So the first one is light. And when I think about light, I think about optimism, being optimistic. I think about seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. She had an amazing quote that you guys should really think about, and it's being optimistic is like a muscle, and it only gets stronger. So if you work out, you go to the gym, you know that if you're just constantly doing cardio, you're not really building up your muscles, you're not doing anything, you're not getting stronger. But once you do strength training and you do lift those weights, you become stronger. Your muscles function more and also aid and help your body. So no matter the situation that you all are faced with, just try to remember that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. You are where you're supposed to be, so you will find that light, you will see it. You will overcome those differences, and the sun will always shine tomorrow. In an interview with Diane Sawyer, she asked Robin, when you have bad days, is there something that you do or say to yourself to keep yourself moving? And Robin said, she says, I stop and I breathe and I say left foot, right foot, breathe. Left foot, right foot, breathe. So I want you guys to take that away and know that whether you're building your business or whether you're having trouble finding consultants to join your business or customers or whatnot, just always remember and stop and think that, it just takes one step at a time. Just go left foot, right foot, and take a breath. Left foot, right foot, take a breath. So the next word on the bracelet I'd like to talk about is love. And I feel that love, as being a woman, it's one of the greatest gifts that we can give anybody. Whether we give our children, whether we give our siblings, our husbands, our family, our friends. Love is something that you can give that a man cannot give. In a different way. Men give love in a different way than I believe women give love. I know on a daily basis when I talk to many of you and I see the emails that you guys write to me and how passionate you are. I see the love that you put in your business. It hits me so deeply because I take your emails and I take your messages and things that you send to me, and I read them, and I can just tell, you know, how passionate you are about changing people's lives on a daily basis, and the effort and the hours that you all put in towards recruiting and going and speaking and you know, just being out there, being out in your communities. You know, and I also believe that as women, you can touch so many different people's lives. You know, just by getting out there and showing your love and expressing the love for your business. Because at the end of the day, love is why we all do it, right? I mean, if you don't love what you're doing, why continue to do it? There's no point. All right. Also, I think that you should look at love also as mentoring each other through your daily relationships. You know, from people that you're mentoring in your team, hold them with love and treat them as though they're your children, your downline consultants. You know, give them the gifts that you were given from your upline. Just take them and hold them with the love that you have, because it will pay off in the long run, I promise you. The next word on the bracelet is power. And I believe power means to embrace and overcome your fears, whether that fear be of the unknown, whether that fear be, you know, you approaching a potential consultant or customer, whether that fear be, you know, getting up in front of the room and speaking in, you know, in front of thousands and thousands of people, or, you know, however fear looks like in your life, whatever that, I guess, that monster takes on for you. Just be able to take and look fear in the eyes, and don't be afraid to conquer it. Don't be afraid to give forth that extra effort, and just know that you have all these amazing women supporting you, behind you, that are experiencing the same fears that you are daily. So you rely on each other and support each other. Also, I believe that you shouldn't let the fear overtake you, because if it overtakes you, then it wins and you lose. And I don't like to lose, so I know that you guys all don't like to lose. So just be able to have that conquer, grow in your life, and then also in your business, because that's what it's all about, is learning from each other. And the last word on the bracelet is presence. And for me, I think that this one is definitely mostly one of the most important. To be present. If there's one thing that I learned from Robin's story, is to be completely present within your life. To be present in all aspects. There's so many times I believe that we're thinking about the emails we didn't make, the phone calls we didn't return. You know, we're not living in a present state of mind. There's so many things that we're missing. The conversations, the people that you're missing, the people that you're, you know, missing the opportunity to share ambit with them. You're missing that if you're thinking about all these other things going on in your life. So just stop for 1 second and be present in your own being, your own person. There was a quote that Robin's doctor said to her right before he gave her the actual transplant, the incision, as he was sticking it into the port into her chest. And he told her, and he said, "Robin, let God do his work, and it will work. Our role in this life is to do the best we can with the instruments that we have." So if there's one thing, take away, just use all the instruments that God's given you, because you all have so many talents. You all are able to touch so many different people's lives. So just be present in that, and just take for that what you will. So for this bracelet, all of the proceeds actually go to an organization called Be the Match. And it funds all the transplants for the bone marrow transplants for these people that are in hospitals, you know, that can't afford it, and whatnot. So with all that being said, I have a prayer bracelet for all of you guys that I wanted to share with all of you. So there's baskets. I think, I don't know where Michelle went. Where'd Michelle go? Oh, they're passing them out. Okay. So we're passing them out. So I have a prayer bracelet for all of you guys. So I want you all to remember that with faith, family, and friends, you're very strong women. And I believe you're all much, much stronger than you even know. So, thank you.